this ever happen to you or your kid?
Oh hey, what did your mom pack for lunch? Well, she packed me a water bottle and let's see. Oh, another boring sandwich. What did your mom pack you? Oh, nothing. Just the most expensive cookies in the world. I feel bad for you. Lucky. Wish my mom would have me good stuff like that. Ugh.
Look no further. In this video, I'll show you 2 amazing lunch ideas for your kid. This is what should happen.
Oh hey, what did your mom pack for lunch?
My mom packed me.
What? Lucky. I hate my mom.
Ugh. Hi everybody, welcome back to Fadilah's Cooking Corner. I hope you liked the skit in the beginning of this video. And if you want to know what this character was taking out of her lunchbox, keep on watching to see what it is. So today we'll be making two lunches for back to school. If you have kids, this will be very useful to you if they're going to school. So the things you'll need is a cutting board so you don't ruin your perfect counter. And let me get this in. Woo! So you'll need 2 pieces of toast, whole wheat or white bread. Peanut butter and Nutella or peanut butter and jelly or any kind of sandwich that you like let's say you like salami sandwiches, you could also use those. A rolling pin so we could roll into the other one. A butter knife so you could spread this onto the toast. And a regular knife. This is not as sharp as the last one I used, so don't worry, I'll be safe with this. And I feel like we're missing something. Hold on, I think it's behind me. Whoa! And a plate. So let's get started into the making of our first recipe, lunch. Okay, so the first thing you'll need to do is get your toast and your rolling pin. So I'm gonna put that toast to the side, and what you have to do is take your toast, roll up my sleeves, and then you're gonna have to roll it down. Make sure it's flat and nice. This is the perfect rolling pin because it's small and it perfectly rolls it. You could use a bigger one if you don't have a smaller one, but I'm just saying if you have one of these, you should use it. There we go, and you could just flatten it out with your hands then. Then take your other piece, roll it over. So basically this lunch recipe is basically a sandwich, but more fun and amazing. So our character from the beginning with the Minnie Mouse ears, so they could have a fun time with their new sandwich. So we're done with the toast now. So then what we have to do is get our peanut butter and Nutella. I like Skippies and Nutella, obviously. But you could make a salami sandwich if you use peanut butter and jelly, but I prefer Nutella and peanut butter. So let me get our butter knife right over here. It's not sharp at all, won't even cut you. Just meant for spreading. Don't toast the bread. So when you spread it, be very careful not to. I guess you could toast it, but it'll be harder to roll it up. So I'm just gonna skip through and while I spread the toast. Let's start. Okay, now that I've washed my hands, they are clean. I am going to sandwich these together, flatten it out, and then what you have to do is get back to the rolling pin and roll it. Now it's flat again. If you have anything oozing out, just wipe it off with your fingers and put that to the side. And there you have it. I'm going to go wash the cutting board and I'll come right back to you guys again. Sorry about that. Okay, now that I've cleaned the cutting board and the rolling pin because that also got dirty, I like to flatten it with my palm again. And then what you want to do is roll it up. Like that. This side might look a little ugly, but you could just fold it up like that. And as you can see, this is a messy project. That's why I have a cutting board and I'm not doing it on the actual counter. But here it is, and the final step is to take your plate, put it in here, and put it in your fridge for about 20 minutes to a half an hour. So I'll see you then. But I actually have one prepared, so I'll bring out another kind just in case if you were wondering why they both look different. So I'll see you guys when that one is ready. Okay, here's the spare one that I just pulled out of the fridge, and I'm letting the other one cool. So what you want to do is take your real knife, not your butter knife, and cut it like sushi. But what I like to do first is cut the ends because of the crust. That can mess things up. As you can see, it looks like a sushi roll. So you could eat this later instead of putting it, or right now if you want, instead of putting it in your kid's lunch. The reason I want it to be cool is so it's easier to cut so nothing spills out and stuff. But if you want a quicker way to make it cool, like let's say you have like 10 minutes until your kid leaves to school, just stick it in the freezer. Okay, now let's cut it. And I'm going to do a time lapse of me cutting it. So this is the crust one. See, if you cut the crust one, it's a little too thick and it will fall apart easily. That's why you have to cut the crust first off of it and then cut the middle. So I'm gonna snap my fingers, and this is all going to be cleaned up and put it into a container with an extra snack with it. 3, 2, 1. You can see I put them in a very nice container. I put the sushi, Nutella, and peanut butter rolls over here. And because the girl with the Minnie Mouse ears, she loves tomatoes and hot peppers, so I put that in for her as vegetables. You could cut them up. And I got her favorite water bottle. It's pink with very nice arrows, and it's just wonderful. So you could all pack this in the lunchbox, and it's time to show you the next one. Also, you could use chopsticks just in case if your kids know I use chopsticks, they could just use it for that. So let's get on to the next recipe. Now for our second lunch idea, you will need, we're making a grilled cheese sandwich, but with a twist. So you will need cheese, toast, and a cookie cutter. So you can cut it into a nice shape. So but you don't have to make it a grilled cheese. You could make it a turkey, salami, whatever you want. Okay, so what you'll need to do is, so now what you have to do is open your cheddar. I got a 1 pound. You don't have to get a 1 pound. You can just use whatever cheddar. I like mild shredded cheddar because it's easier to use. And I have clean hands right now, so I'm just going to spread it around, and we're going to speed this up right now. Okay, I think that's enough cheese for one toast, and because I like to pile it up and then close it like that. Don't use the cookie cutter yet, we'll use it after the grilled cheese has been grilled, I guess. Okay, so let's move on to the pan. Okay, so what you'll need is a pan to fit your toast. And I already pre-added some vegetable oil to it. And then what you'll need to do is heat it up. And I'll come back to you when it has fully heated up. Okay, now that it has heated up, I will put my toast onto there. I like to add a little bit of pressure. Now, you'll also need a spatula. And just press it down and wait till it's toasted. I'll come back to you when it has officially toasted on both sides. Okay, I have fully toasted the toast. It's a little burnt, but that's okay. What you have to do is take your cookie cutter. I'm sure you know how to use a cookie cutter, but just in case, this is how I do it. Push it down really hard and then tear away the excess. Sorry, it's okay if it's a little messy. You could just take a knife and trim it, which I'm going to do right now. I'm just taking the butter knife. Look at that. Taking the butter knife and just trimming it like that. And then you have to trim it a little more. I don't know if you can see that. Sorry if you can't. Trim it a little more. Okay, those are scraps. You could eat them if you want to. And then what you gotta do is just pop them out. Now you already have your own little thing. If this is too small for your kid, you can make another one, but I feel like this is good enough for our Minnie Mouse character and for other kids. But I'm just gonna speed this process up with me trimming the sides. Trimming the sides. I'm gonna save this for later. And let's package everything up and clean everything up in 3, 2. As you can see, we have a complete lunch. I decided to change the container of the last one, so I just added a little bit of hazelnuts there. Delicious. And I just put the same exact thing as we did in the last lunch into this container because it fits perfectly. But let me open it up again. And then we have our little sandwich here. The reason I'm only making one for her is because she's also gonna have the sushi roll, so I think that's a perfect lunch for her. And I'm gonna present everything next. As you can see, here are the 2 lunches that we have made. The sushi rolls, the sandwich, and the snack as hazelnuts, hot pepper, 2 tomatoes. And obviously a water bottle. You could add a juice box or some milk. So let's pack this all up and finish the skit. Let's go.
Oh hey, what did your mom pack for lunch?
Well, my mom packed me sushi rolls, peanut butter and jelly, hazelnuts and peppers and tomato, and a grilled cheese sandwich. I think that's a little better than the most expensive cookies in the world. But do you want some? These taste delicious.